Hello everyone, my name is Alyssa. It is so nice to see all of you guys virtually this semester. So today I am going to briefly reflect on my experience creating an e-learning module for our EDCI569 course. Now the first question that I am going to answer is, how have your ID skills improved through this process? For myself, when I was reviewing the competencies mentioned, there was one that really stood out for me, and that was designing. I'm not sure if it's because I was creating a game-based learning module, but for me, I think this process really allowed me to gain a lot of confidence in my design skills. Not the planning design process, but the actual building design process. Prior to this course, I always felt as though I had really amazing ideas in the planning process, and I thought of all these cool, unique things to do. But when it came time to actually building and designing the course, I always struggled to make those ideas become reality because I felt as though my design skills just weren't up to par. But for this process and building this course, I took a lot of time to learn how to use Storyline 360, and I think that allowed me to add a lot of unique features to my course and kind of feel confident during the design process. Now, what was the toughest challenge throughout this course? I guess it's kind of the same thing. For me, the toughest challenge was just learning a new authoring tool. So I built my course on Storyline 360. It was my very first time using this authoring tool. And so on top of building the course, I also had to learn how to even use this. And I think for myself, where I struggled was in the planning process. So since I was creating a module in my mind with an authoring tool I have never used, some of the ideas that I had or the way I wanted to format my course, when it came time to actually building it, did not exactly work out. So for me, the toughest challenge was when I actually got around to building the course, I had to make quite a few adjustments just to make the course suit the 360 or Storyline 360 authoring style, I guess you could say. That being said, going forward, if I am using Storyline 360, I already know how to make my storyboard. I know what I can do, what I can't do. So while it was a challenge during the process of making this module, I am really thankful that I took all this time, because now in the future, I will easily be able to make modules using Storyline 360. Now, what was the biggest win? I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I think for me the biggest win was just having the opportunity to learn how to use Storyline 360. As a few of us have mentioned, there are a few key authoring tools that are constantly mentioned when we're reviewing instructional design job postings or that are requirements for us to learn for this field. And Storyline 360 is one of them that I saw mentioned all the time. So I just feel a huge relief off my shoulders that at least now I can build modules using one of those key authoring tools. And if there's anything else I want to mention, I don't think there is anything else. I can't wait to see everyone else's learning modules this week.